welcome back. November 10th, National Vanilla Cupcake Day. Yep, we're making cupcakes again. We just did this like a week or two ago, didn't we? Just do like chocolate ones or some kind of cupcake. I don't even remember what kind because we did so many a couple weeks ago. So anyway, we're going to do one today. The thing that's great about doing a cupcake is, number one, it's portion control. Sometimes you feel like that little piece of cake or sweet or something. Try to eat only one. I know it's hard, but try. The other thing is, I always try to find recipes that use up stuff that I have that we've been using the last couple days or so, just to kind of get it out of there. So this one's going to incorporate some Greek yogurt, which we used yesterday for our chicken dish. So that's what you want to try to do. It's great because I have everything else that I needed for this recipe. I mean, I didn't need anything. I didn't have to go to the store for anything. That's what we love, recipes like that just incorporate the basics. So this is a basic vanilla cupcake, but we're using vanilla paste as well as vanilla extract. So I'm assuming this is going to be a real vanilla kick to this cupcake. Never did this one before. The other thing is too, we are going to try to pipe today. I hate piping, but I want to put some kind of frosting. Our last cupcake, we didn't frost them. We left that to you to decide what kind of frosting and how you wanted to frost them or decorate them or whatever. I think it was before Halloween, so we were like, knock yourself out. This one I am going to make a vanilla, I'm assuming it's kind of like a buttercream because there is butter in this frosting. So we're going to make our own frosting. It's like 4 ingredients, really easy. And we'll pipe that on the top just to finish off our cupcakes and have a real full vanilla cupcake today. Alrighty? So here's what you need for today, and we'll be right back. Okay, for our vanilla cupcakes today, 1 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste, 4 tablespoons of softened butter, 2 eggs, 1/3 of a cup of plain yogurt, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, 1.5 cups of cake flour, 3.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2/3 cup of milk. Okay, let's get started today. We're going to start off, I'm using my whip attachment rather than my normal cake beater, my beater attachment, just because I want to try to get this a little bit fluffier of a batter, okay? So in here, we're going to put our sugar and our vanilla bean paste first, okay? We're going to put those in and we're going to start incorporating those two together. Okay, and then once you have that mixed together, next 5 ingredients, your softened butter, your 2 eggs, your Greek yogurt, your vegetable oil, and your vanilla extract. So there's that extra kick of vanilla that we're going to get from that, okay? Just mix that till it's all incorporated. Okay, while that's mixing, mix together your flour with all of your other dry stuff. Your cornstarch, your baking powder, your baking salt, your regular salt, baking powder, baking soda, regular salt, okay? So you mix all those things together, those dry things, and just whisk them all together, okay, with the flour. Okay, so you let that run for a little bit, and you really kick up the speed on that, so it aerates the heck out of this mixture, this wet mixture here. What you're going to do now is fold in your flour mixture and your milk, okay? So we just want to put this all in there. And we're just going to fold this all together, trying to keep some of that airiness of the wet ingredients that you get by using the whip attachment rather than the beater attachment, okay? So just mix this together, and you can slowly incorporate your milk as you're doing this. Okay, so there's our batter. I put it into a pitcher, my big mixing bowl pitcher here with a spout, just so that way I can make it a little easier to pour it into the pan. So you probably want to go about halfway up of each cup, okay? Just fill those up. I did spray, even though I'm using these cups with my pan here, I did spray the cups with a little non-stick spray, just so that way they peel off of the cupcake a little easier, because sometimes the cupcakes stick. Okay? They're all ready to go. Into our 350 oven, about 14 minutes or so. Toothpick out, clean, good to go. And we'll come back, I will make some frosting, and then we'll celebrate Vanilla Cupcake Day. That's all we can do today, is just have a vanilla cupcake, or 2, or 3. I do have a lot of milk left over. See you in a bit. Okay, our cupcakes came out. You just kind of trim them. They spilled over. I don't know, some of them baked kind of weird, but that's all right. A cupcake's a cupcake, as long as it's a good cupcake, okay? In our mixer, I'm going to do 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, we're going to make our frosting here. Okay, a stick of softened butter. Okay, teaspoon of vanilla. We'll start mixing that up. And then you're just gradually going to add 2 tablespoons of milk. But just kind of eyeball it and see where you're at. Because you don't want this to be too watery. I mean, you want it to be like a frosting. Okay, like a thicker frosting that we can either pipe it or spread. I still haven't decided if I'm going to pipe it or not. I may just spread it on there. But anyway, mix that up. Okay, and there you go. There's our frosting. See? Nice and thick. Obviously, it's like a buttercream because it has butter in it. See? So you can easily pipe this if you wanted to. It's nice and smooth. Or you can just spread some on there like we're doing. Just because I'm going to do the tasting right away with this, okay? Beautiful cupcake. You can put some sprinkles, whatever you like. I just want to taste this for the flavor, and then I'll do the rest of these and give them away or eat them or whatever I'm going to do. I'm going to be heading over to work shortly, so they usually love all the stuff that I bring over there. Okay, so let me just see. This cupcake itself is extremely fluffy, and I'm sure that's from whipping the stuff that we did, plus using cake flour. Made this a little bit more fluffier. Let me get a little more of frosting on there. Frosting is great. I mean, it's very buttery, but it's a stick of butter, so what's it supposed to be? But it's sweetened up. The cake is not overly sweet. The vanilla cupcake, but you do get a nice vanilla flavor from it. I mean, it's a vanilla cupcake. It's nothing special. It's nice to always have a basic, simple recipe on hand. In case spur of the moment, last minute, you need, oh my gosh, I need something for tomorrow or birthday party, whatever. A basic go-to. Alrighty? Gonna eat my vanilla cupcake. You have a vanilla cupcake today. Get one of those fancy ones if you want, if you don't want to make them. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.